Good morning, guys. Today's video is going to be me trying out several new products that I have. I've tried a couple of them already and I know how I feel about them, but I haven't really done a dedicated video to them. And some of them are new and this is the first time that I'm going to use them. So most of it is like mid-range. There's really nothing that is super expensive. And there's a couple of drugstore, but mainly is, I would say 99% of it is mid-range. So we're going to start with, I have a foundation that I'm going to try. I'm going to use the Danessa Myrics Universal Blurring Balm Powder. I have, this one is a freebie that I got with a, one of those point perks or whatever from Sephora. I do have one that is, it's not universal. It does have a shade, but I think it's light enough that I can still use it as a primer. That's the only way that I've been able to figure out how to use this. Some people use it as a foundation. Other people use it as a setting powder. I don't know. I haven't been able to master that yet, but I do like it as a primer. I think it looks really pretty. It kind of it helps blur your pores, and I just think it looks really nice under your foundation. On this side of my face, I'm going to be using like normal products that I would usually use under my foundation. On this side, all I have is skincare, and I'm just going to use my skincare to see how my foundation works. So the foundation that we're going to use today is a new one that was released by Bareminels, and it's called the Original Pure Serum Foundation. It's Radiant Natural Liquid Foundation, Broad Spectrum SPF 20 with mineral sunscreen. It's cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, formaldehyde-free, sulfate-free, synthetic, fragrance-free, petroleum-free, phthalate-free, propylene glycol-free, gluten-free. And it says that it's dermatologist tested. You get 1 fluid ounce. And it says it is clean without compromising performance and is clinically tested. Effortlessly enhance your natural beauty with a feather-light natural radiant finish. This pure serum infused foundation helps to improve skin's tone and smooth skin's texture over time. Ideal for all skin types, even the most sensitive. And it says shake well before applying. Now online it says that it works better if you use your fingers. Now the first time that I used this foundation, I actually used a brush and I didn't like the way it looked. I kind of had to go over it with a sponge and really work it in. So I went back to see what was the best way of applying it. And it said that with your fingers, which I don't mind. You know, I think that our fingers are our best tools. I'm going to start with just a little. It is a runny consistency, and then I'll add more if I feel like I need it. I have mine in the shade Light Warm 2.5. The next shade up looked, I think I need a little more. It says that you can use like a half a pump to a pump for your entire face. The next shade up looked way too dark. I don't know if, because it went like from light to straight medium. I didn't see like a light medium. And it just looked too dark. So when you apply this, it feels like a very thin consistency. As you can see that it was like runny. I feel like this is like a medium, a good medium foundation. You can build it up a little. When I had it on, it did last all day on me. I've worn it about 3 times. And it does have a long wear time. And it does look a lot better when you do it with your fingers. Now I haven't tried totally applying it with a beauty sponge. I've just tried with a brush. I know with a brush I definitely did not like it, but it looked nice with your fingers. Now I know a lot of people don't like using their hands to apply their foundation, but it really doesn't bother me. So I'm going to put a little more in the areas that I always feel like I need a little more, and I'm just going to go lightly on it. And make sure that it's blended in all the little nooks and crannies that are easy to miss with your hand. I find that when I use my fingers, I skip some, some areas. like around my nose. I don't blend it well and stuff like that. But it is very liquidy. It dries down pretty nicely. It doesn't feel sticky on your face. And because I'm doing a little bit at a time. So when it dries down, I mean, it's up to you whether you set it or not with powder. I don't really necessarily feel like you have to. But as you can see, it still doesn't cover like 100% of my hyperpigmentation. So I don't know. This is one of those foundations that I don't hate, but so far I don't love either. But I mean, once you're done with your complete putting everything on, it looks nice under the rest of the products. And yeah, it does last all day. And it feels very lightweight on your face. It really doesn't feel like you have any makeup on. Okay, I also have a new concealer that I've tried a couple of times, but I have this also, which is new. And this is the MAC Prep and Prime, and this is for your under eyes. And it says the highlighter illuminator. I really like this. I have mine, and I believe this is the lightest shade that they have. They have a couple of different shades. But you have to be careful. You do have to, it's one of those you have to click up. And it takes a while for the product to come out, but then you could get too much. The first time I had to wipe it off because I got way too much. So I'm going to put some on this eye. I'm not going to put any on the other, so you can see the difference in. So this side is going to be the one that's going to get like all the extra TLC. And the other one is just going to be like plain, so you guys can see what everything really looks like. So this one does a great job of brightening your under eye, and it feels very thin. It doesn't feel, a lot of the brighteners like the creams that you put under your eyes feel a little emollient and thick. This one doesn't. This one has like a very thin consistency, but it feels really nice. So I am sure that you can see the difference between one under eye and the other one. I think you can really tell how much brighter this one looks and how much less you can see the dark circles. Okay, so the concealer that I'm going to use is going to be the new Haus Labs concealer. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, so it says the Triclone Skin Tech Hydrating and Depuffing Concealer, a clean, lightweight, long-wearing, non-comedogenic concealer that does more than cover. It visibly blurs, brightens, and conceals with medium buildable coverage that depuffs after 2 weeks of use. It says that it has with 20 plus skincare ingredients, including our patented pending fermented arnica. So it comes in 31 shades. I have mine in 23 light, medium, golden. Now the only thing I don't like about this concealer, I like and I don't. When you take it out, it's nice because it kind of squeezes the little applicator so you don't get a lot of product. But when you go to put it back in, it's like, look how hard it is to put it back in. So I feel that it's going to be very easy for me to break that little applicator. So time will tell if I'm right or not. But I just don't like that. I don't like fighting off. I can always, you know, if it brings too much out, I can always scrape it off on the lid. But I just feel like, I don't know, this one, and on this side, I'm just going to put it without any kind of brightening, anything. And I am going to use a little bit on my lids because I'm not putting any primer on today. And I'm going to use the little Angie Hot and Flashy. Now I feel like this is a very thin consistency. It dries pretty quickly, which actually I should have done one eye at a time. But I don't think that it gives me the greatest coverage ever. It does have, supposed to have a medium coverage, and it's supposed to be a little buildable. I don't like to really have to be building my concealer, because I feel like the more product I put down there, you know, the easier it's going to be for things to crease. But now you'll be able to see the difference with just one application. So here is with one application. I mean, you can definitely see the dark circles under my left eye are a lot more pronounced than the ones on the right eye. I'm going to put just a little bit more on my right eye, like right here. I'm going to let it sit for just a second. So, I really don't feel like I have to. I'm going to put a little bit of powder, but I really don't feel like it's something that I absolutely have to. Now, this Clay powder is amazing. I have it in translucent. This is a Skin Melt Loose Powder. This is very blurring for your pores. I really do enjoy this powder. And yes, definitely one that I will repurchase when I run out, because it is really super nice and it does work under my eyes. But it does a great job of blurring your pores. Oh, I almost went under my eye without spreading the concealer. So I actually like the Natasha Denona concealer much more than I like this one. And this is just not creasing, but then I notice that if I do like this, I can really see the creases under my eyes. And there's other concealers that I can do that. I mean, if I have my face, a straight face, yeah, no, you can't see anything. But if I go like this, immediately you can see the lines under my eyes. And now that you can't see lines, because I do have lines, but I feel like with other concealers, it's not as noticeable as with this one. So I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I will give it my seal of approval. It's okay, but it's not. I rather enjoy the Da Vinci one, the Libre. I enjoy the Lancome, the Dior, the Natasha Denona a lot more than I like this one. I will show you at the end of the video that it looks a little dry under my eyes. And I know it's not the powder, because I've used this powder a lot. I really do enjoy it. Okay, for my cheeks, I have two new products, and these are from Laura Geller. And she recently released a baked blush and bronze 2-in-1. And I have one in apricot bronze and the other one in rose bronze. And let me see. This is what the apricot bronze looks like. I am a Laura Geller fan. I really, really am. And then this is the rose bronze. This is the rose. This is the apricot. I think I'm going to go with the bronze, the rose. I'm going to use this one. This is a Angie Hot and Flashy 8507. I'm not going to use any bronzer, since this is supposed to be like blush and bronzer together, which during the day I really don't. I don't use everything. I don't use like bronzer and everything else. Now, I have to say that this foundation, I don't think it blurs your pores at all. Some of them can be a little more blurring. It says that it gives you like a natural glow. I don't see a natural glow on me. So, I don't know. I'm actually not I'm not loving it. And if I don't love a foundation, guess what happens? I don't use it. And it was a pricey foundation, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it back in the box because I don't want to lose the box. I don't like returning things, but when things are not what they claim. And I feel like Bareminels, they cater to more mature skin. I think everybody can use Bareminels, but I think they're like Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier, Lancome. Those brands usually release products that are also mature skin friendly, and I just don't feel like this foundation is all that. Okay, I'm going to use the highlighter now because the eyeshadow I'm going to use is really quick. So I have this one from RMS. I think I'm going to use this on one cheek, and then I'm going to use the other one on the other cheek. So I'm going to use this brush right here, and this is, I think this is the only one they have, Prosecco Fizz, and I believe this is like the only shade that they have. I love RMS. I think their products are so beautiful. I don't feel like the emphasized texture on your face. I feel like they're just like glowy and melt into your skin. It's just gorgeous. I really do enjoy RMS. And they do have some nice sales sometimes, like 20-25% off. And also you can find a lot of their stuff, especially their blushes. You can find them on Mercari. And you know, one trick that I found, guys, before you go shopping, you know, search for a code, for a discount code. You'll be surprised how often, just Google it. You'll be surprised how often you can find a discount code. No, for a brand, high-end. I would say 7 out of 10 times you can find one. Okay, for eyeshadows, I ordered these two from Danessa Myrics. And this is the Color Fix Nudes Waterproof Liquid Pigment for eye, lips, and cheek. Okay, I like these for my eyes, especially these shades. I wouldn't put them on my face or my cheek. I ordered these two thinking they were going to be completely different shades, and they're very similar. I'm going to show you what they look like. These I've worn different shades on my eyes before, and they're wonderful. They blend like a dream. They last all day. Once they dry, they don't go anywhere. But look, I mean, the shades look so much alike. It's crazy. So I'm going to go for the one that is supposed to be a little darker, which is Nude 4. So what I like to do is I like to get like a flat brush. Not real flat, but like something like this that is a little flat, but you can still blend. This is the Angie Hunt Flashy A501. And I put just a little bit on the brush. And these you don't have to have an eye primer on. But as you can see, it's very light. I was hoping, I thought I was ordering like a light one and then like a chocolate one, but no, that was not the case. But these are very, very easy to blend. As you can see, nice, quick, one look and out, one shade and out the door. I can't talk, but it's because it's early. I haven't finished my coffee. Oh, I just got it on my lashes. Don't do that. That's not part of the plan. Made a mess of this one. So usually, if you're paying attention, they're not that hard to blend. This one is a Nude 5. Yeah, so it was a darker one. I was looking all over the place. Okay, they made it easy for me. And Nude 4 and Nude 5. So you would think that I would have made a bigger, you know, like maybe Nude 7 or 8. I'm just going to try to lighten up a little bit of that darkness on this inner cavern here that is so dark. All right, so now what I wanted, the next thing I want to try, I got some new pencils. I only got 2 of them. I think she released 5 from Lisa Eldridge, and I only picked, I think she has like a brown, a gray, a black, this green one, and then a bronzy one. Oh, I didn't bring the bronzy one. This is the green one, but this green one almost looks like a dark gray to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the pencil with a pencil brush. They're very pigmented, but I want to kind of like smudge it out. And when they dry, okay, I haven't tried it like as an overall shadow, but I did a look the other day and I used it something like this, where I used it as a liner and then kind of like smudged it on the side, and it turns out to be like a light layer. So that actually lasted all day. It did not crease on me, but they're so creamy that I don't know if, I think if you use it as an overall shadow, they may crease, but I couldn't swear to it because, like I said, I didn't use it that way. But using it this way or as a liner, just a regular liner, is fine. Okay, so now what I want to use is a new mascara that has been released recently from Clinique. And I really haven't found a Clinique mascara that I have been in love with, but I've seen several people reviewing this one. They really like it. Jen Phelps really likes it. I've tried it a few times It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. To me, it does a great job giving you volume and separation, but it doesn't give you a lot of length. Now, I find like the other day I put it on like around 8 o'clock in the morning, and it was fine till around 5. But after that, I started getting some flakes. I used it on my lower lash line. It didn't smudge, but I did get some flakes after like, what, 8 hours, 8-9 hours of wear. So I wasn't really crazy about that. So I'm going to move you up a little closer so you can actually see it. So if you can see, it does separate and it does give you some volume. It's going to, your lashes are going to look thicker, and it doesn't look bad after one, you know, one coat. But I just feel that I have mascaras that give me volume and length, and you know, they don't flake. I don't like mascaras that flake. I find that, you know, the little flakes sometimes get into my eyes, and that really drives me nuts. So let me go ahead and do a couple of coats, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. This is 2 coats, and I did put 1 light coat on my lower lash line. I don't like to pack my lower lash line with a lot of mascara, but I mean, it looks nice. I'm not going to tell you it's a bad mascara. It's probably the best one that I've tried from Clinique, but I have mascaras that give me a lot more length. My lashes are pretty long, and this just doesn't do that much for them. But it's okay. It's something that I will continue to use. I like it, but it's not anything that I would repurchase. And again, this is the High Impact Hi-Fi Full Volume Mascara. It gives you 230% more volume, which I believe that. It does make your lashes thicker. 96% see significant impact after 1 application, which it did look nice after 1 application. 94% say lashes stay stretched and lifted all day. I have curl in my lashes. I never have to use a lash curler, okay, which I'm so glad, because those things scare me, and I think that they pull your lashes. So I don't want to mess with my lashes. I've never had to use a lash curler. That's something that I actually don't own. So, but I mean, my lashes do stay curled, but they stay curled with every mascara that I use. It says it's allergy tested, 100% fragrance free, which all of Clinique's makeup is. All right, so now for lipstick. Okay, this is not a new lip liner. This is from Lunar Beauty, and this is in the shade Snack. Okay, and then I'm going to use this new lip gloss from NYX. It's a butter gloss, but anyway, this is from their new Christmas collection. I did get their palette, but it came broken, so I have to fix it. One of the shades is really destroyed, and they went ahead and refunded me the money, but I have to try to fix it so that I can use it. And you guys know that NYX lip glosses are very nice, the butter gloss. And they're very pigmented. You don't have to use it with a lip liner, you know, fill your lips with a lip liner, but I wanted to use like a darker lip, since my eyes are very neutral. And that's the color. And I'm trying to see what the shade is on this one. This is made in Taiwan, by the way. Candy Apple, I'm sorry. This is Candy Apple. So it's very pretty. I like it. So, okay, so the last thing that I have, oh, I have to do my brows. I never did my brows. Okay, that one is not a new product whatsoever. This is a NYX Thick It Stick It. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm home all day, so it's just gonna be brow gel. A nice little coat. This is pretty pigmented, so if you have any brow hair at all, this can be a quick way to just make your brows look a little nicer. a little more groomed without going through a lot of trouble. So that's it for me today. Okay, and then the last product. This is a setting spray. It's called Fablu. And the reason I got this, I follow, her name is Laura Figlin, and I will link her video below. I did a collab with her not too long ago. We did a drugstore, our favorite drugstore products, 10 of them. And I love watching her videos. She's very funny. She's just a very sweet person altogether. Very supportive. I really do enjoy watching her videos. And she uses this all the time. And she says this is as good as the Charlotte Tilbury one. And this is a lot less. I believe this was $20. It was either $18 or $20. And I checked into it. This has no alcohol. So, because I wasn't going to buy it if it had alcohol, I have enough setting sprays in my collection that have alcohol that I don't use them all the time. So I'm going to spray my brush because I already have my mascara on. And we're going to put some on my face and let's see how this does. And then I'm going to apply a little more powder on my pore area to see if that looks any better. That powder is fabulous. This one has, actually on the brush, I don't smell it. I sprayed it on my face the other day. It doesn't have the best scent in the world, but people actually commented on it because she got it on I will link it below on Amazon. And people, I guess, were commenting, and the brands came back to say that this doesn't have any bad ingredients in it, and it actually had pretty good ingredients. And you get 3.38 fluid ounces with this, and that the scent was from the natural ingredients in it. So, but I mean, if I smell my brush, I can smell it, but it's not anything that stays with you. It does go away after you put it on. And there goes my brush. But that's just putting it out there that it does have a scent that is not perfumey. It's, I don't know, it's not the best scent in the world either, but it's not the worst. The other highlighter I have, this is actually called, this is from Bareminels, and it's the highlighting blush, which I really don't think is a highlighting blush because I think it's more of a highlighter than a blush. They have one that's a little darker that I'm going to use it like a blush topper, like right on the very top, like between my highlighter and my blush. Did I tell you what color this is? Peach Glow. They have one that's a little rosier that looks a little darker, but I don't know if I want another one because I have my Essence ones too that look beautiful, so I don't really think I need any more. All right, guys, so this is everything that I have. So as far as the products that, let me just go really quick, the products that I like. I definitely love these. I love all the Laura Geller baked products. I think they're amazing. They really work with my skin. I don't think they make you look flat. They're not super glowy, but they're also not matte. So they kind of just melt into your skin and they just give you like a nice, healthy looking look to your skin. So definitely love that. This, I've used it a couple of times and I do like it. I don't use setting spray every day. On my everyday, day-to-day, I don't use it. If I'm going to go out somewhere that I want to make sure my makeup looks good, or if I put a product on that looks too powdery or something, then I will. Most of the time, I use the method that I spray my brush and I go lightly. Sometimes I do put it under on my concealer because it does help with the creasing and lasting. Okay, so I do like it that way, but I don't use it every day. This is very nice. I like it, but this is definitely not a blush. This is a highlighter, and I'm going to swatch it for you. It's very, not put it right on top of the eyeshadow. It's very, very creamy. It's very pretty. It doesn't have glitter in it. It's just like a beautiful little shimmer on your face. I love this powder, and this is not actually very expensive. You get 8.5 grams, 0.29 ounces, but this will last me a long time. It does have a nice closure so that, you know, your powder doesn't get messy. And then it has the little mesh on the inside. I like it a lot. Ami Calais, I think is how they pronounce her name. This is a black owned brand. It's an indie brand, but it's, I don't know. I don't know if you would call it an indie brand if it's, you sell it at Sephora. But anyway, they're for women with pigment. So a lot of their products, like I bought one of their concealers, and I like it. I got the lightest shade, and it's a little dark for me. So I use it more like if I don't want to wear makeup all day, I kind of use it like foundation and concealer, and it kind of blends. It's like a light medium, but it's a little deep. So, and that's the lightest that they have. So, but they have beautiful blushes. I love the lip oils, lip glosses. They're amazing. I have a couple of them. So this is really, really nice. I definitely like the MAC under eye, the Prep and Prime. Now, I know that Ulta has MAC, but I don't think they carry this. I think I had to get it from Macy's. I went to Ulta and they didn't have it. They did have a MAC counter, but they didn't have it. He told me that you have to get it at the MAC store, but I was able to get it at Macy's. I like it a lot. This is very, very nice. And like I said, I think I have it in the lightest shade. This is in Radiant Rose, and it's very, very pretty. I'm going to show you. It's not very, very pink, but it does have like a little bit of pink in there, just enough to brighten you up. But I believe they have a darker shade. Okay, these gosh, guys, I love this highlighter. This is the highlighter from RMS. That's the one from Bareminels, and I love their blushes. There's just something about their products. It's almost like a creamy powder. It just melts into your face. It never looks powdery. It never sinks into your, you know, if you have texture on your face. Their products are just totally amazing and beautiful. This, again, it's not anything I would tell you to run out and buy. I would totally recommend her foundation, but this I'm not that impressed with it. It's okay. I'm not that crazy about it. What else did I try? These are nice, but I was a dodo and I ordered 2 shades that are so much alike. They didn't look that much alike online, which sometimes that's what I hate about swatches online. They can look so different. But, or maybe I thought I was picking a different shade. I don't know. Could have been me. What can I say? But this is very, very nice. If you just want to do something quick on your eyes, even this with just a liner looks pretty without you going the extra mile. The Lisa Eldridge pencil, I like it. It's very, very creamy. Again, if you are the type of person who likes to use something like this as an eyeshadow, I don't know. I think they're too creamy. They'll probably crease. But to use it lightly like this, I mean, I feel like it's set. And the other day, it did not crease on me at all. And it lasted all day until I took it off. I just think it's an easy way to do it. The one that is like a bronzy that has like a little bit of shimmer in it, it's really beautiful. I should have brought it out to show you. These lip glosses are so pretty. They last a little thicker. They're never sticky. If you guys ever had a NYX butter gloss, you know how creamy they are and that they're not sticky. They're just great. Like I said, they last a nice amount of time, but they're easy to reapply. I think that's all I have for you, right? And this is really, really good. I like it. And, you know, I've used it a few times already, you can see. So I have tested it. And like I said, the only thing is, it's called the Aqua Blur Setting Spray. I don't think it blurs. I mean, it does melt your powders together. But, and I guess maybe that's what I mean by blurring. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. So, and I do like this. I do like this as a primer. And my pores did look less pronounced on this side than on this one that I didn't use anything. But I will leave a pinned note letting you know how the side that I didn't add any primer And over here, I didn't use any brightener. I mean, you can tell one side from the other, which one is brighter. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing and following me. I do a lot of get ready with me product reviews, some mystery box unboxings, which I love. I have one coming up that is going to be a couple of Sephora favorite sets, and that I really do think they're amazing. And I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.